Whatever you want, whoa, whatever you need, my heart belongs to you. Oh, whatever you need, then nothing I won't do. Oh, whatever you want, oh, my heart belongs to you. I say whatever you need, whatever you need, my heart belongs to you. Whatever you need, there's nothing I won't do. Whatever you want, my heart belongs to you. I say whatever you need.
Come on, come on, come on. I'm live by the street code. Gotta get the money and the power, man, like a free throw. Now I'm going beast mode. Gotta live for the moment. I'ma tell you how the beat goes. Don't shoot back. I'm really sick of you hoes. This how the story gon' go. Me and my niggas go hard. I run the streets like a god. Strap on my boots while I'm smoking that gas. I'm in a fast car going fast. On the number that you can't pass. And if it was a battle, you gon' finish this. On the phone as a queen, still handle her business. I am the grittiest. Don't get it twisted. Come down just to empty my clip. Come on, get what I want. If you got it, I get it. You bitches can't stop what I finish. Never gon' lose. We stay winning. Hope on this is up in the building. Come on, come on.
But I know that there's more. More for you, more for us.
Children, rain all night long. Didn't it all, didn't it all? Oh, my Lord, didn't it rain? Didn't it rain, children? Rain all night long. Didn't it all? Didn't it all? Oh, my Lord, didn't it rain?
You can't run from it. You can't deny it. You can't pass it off. It's your call. God knew what he was doing. He knew who he was calling, and he expertly and intricately detailed every aspect of your life, your being, your persona, your psyche, your physicality, everything about you, from the texture of your hair to the color of your eyes to the way that you laugh to the fingerprint on your thumb. Everything is connected to your calling. And until you walk into the fullness of the thing that you were created for, you will find yourself frustrated. You're called.
Yeah. Hey,
It's Caliber, baby.
hook on this exclusive.
It's time, sir. Let's get it. War. We want the throne. Go hard, go home. We want it all. Y'all ain't ready for this. 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 Let's go. Drop it down. Let me see you do that work. Drop it down. Let me see you do that work. That boss made me go there. 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 Drop it down. Let me see you do that work. Drop it down. Let me see you do that work. That boss made me go there. That boss made me go there. That boss made me go there. That boss made me go there.
Came back to the game, cause I'm losing my patience. I ain't worried about nothing, man. Sitting around, starting minutes, time getting wasted. Slow it down for you hitters. Nah, let me break it down for you hitters. My flow so deep, man, it weigh about 4-5 pounds on you hitters. I'm here to stay. I'ma hit on my business. No runners in the building, and I'm bringing that heat, man. God is my witness. I'ma shut it on down, and I'ma make the speakers bleed. And all the game really missing down the street. Got no record for my city, I'm record for my crew. Crown your play around, everything in the mic that I choose. I stay getting that paper. Got a lot of haters, I take ya. Ain't nobody gonna stop me, cause I'm on another level in the trap breathe. Let's go.
War. We want the throne. Go home. We want it all. Y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't there, go there. About to make me go there, go there. About to make me go there, go there. About to make me go there, go there.
How about a round of applause? How about a round of applause? Yeah, I ain't really saying nothing, make you hold the microphone, man, put it on pause. Y'all let the chick go harder than y'all. Y'all gonna make keep embarrassing y'all, and they gon' say who that is, man, you know she go hard. Gotta get that baby, get up, money gon' fall. I swear I'm about to win it. When they play it back in the bass drum in the club rock, and they gon' know this is hip hop. Already know that I won't stop. Till there is a level that I'm on top. On 100 degrees, if you got that money, man, put it on me. Cause my pit game is so dangerous. I finish a hit, who wanna come for me? I ain't playing around with you, boy. When I hit the stage, I make noise. I'ma be around for a century. Yeah, you heard of me. Might win the crown, it's a victory. Make way, cause I'm coming. Wanna worry about still hundreds.
We want the throne. Go home. We want it all. Y'all ain't ready for this. 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 Let's go. Drop it down. Let me see you do that work. Work. Drop it down. Let me see you do that work. I'm about to make me go there. Go there. 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 Drop it down. Let me see you do that work. Drop it down. Let me see you do that work. I'm about to make me go there. Go there. About to make me go there. Go there. About to make me go there. Go there. About to make me go there. Go there.
I'm really all about my money. Don't get it twisted, I'm still from the hood. And I look good. Yeah, I'm on my business, got a stack up in the briefcase. When it come to getting in, no, I don't wait. Cause I've been on the grind and I don't need no help. I'm so high, man, I sign myself. She's down on DC, go hard. Putting on some stripes and them stars. On another planet, I'm gone. Just call me right, cause y'all wrong. I blast off to another place, to another space. So some of y'all caught that with it. I'm telling y'all haters keep running your mouth, gunning over top the mic, I'm finished.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
January boy, remix money.
Hail Mary, full of grace. Hail Mary, full of grace. Hail Mary, full of grace. I swear that's what she said. Shawty looking at me, she's a flirt. All night creeper, let her know I put in work. But it's something I gotta teach her. Bust it open, bring it back. I'll be ready to attack. Got an automatic weapon, it go pop. She's a wifey in the street, sweet like a dove. Key in her ignition, now she rolling with a thug. She know that I keep her strong, and you know where I'm from. It's that Chi-Town boy, and I got these honeys speaking in tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues. I got them speaking in tongues.
She be like, Ludacris, don't nobody give it to me like you do. I cast a spell on them. They be think I'm doing voodoo. Can't understand the words you saying. You need a translator. I aim before I shoot, then I assassinate her. She be catching that Holy Ghost. She had a loss for words. Said she really wanna wet the fabric, so I'm a soften nerd. Was a good girl when I met her, and she was so pure. Now I got her in the back room talking about Hanam Harenge Cure. That's what you get when you messing with the boys in the hood that's from the South. We be like, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? She got just what she wanted, and she know I'm home. I guess that's why it seems.
Let's go. Shout out Dream Team. Everybody in the chat. Y'all know we coming in a little late tonight. I'm about to land this plane.
She was 6 days a week, get off on the surface.
I got a lot to talk about. I done had my rest.
She know that I'm a happy
Man, I done got my church punch.
on me like a cop. I mean, shawty so fine, you need to pray for her. She yelling, but I don't know what she's saying.
We about to revisit something.
I ain't never heard. Call her dirty.
Something that was in our face.
She know that I keep us strong, and you know where I'm from.
It's that Chi-Town boy.
And I got these honeys speaking in tongues. In tongues. In tongues.
Let's go.
In tongues. I got them all speaking in. Shout it what you say. Shout it what you say. Shout it what you say.
What you saying, shorty?
Shout it what you say.
Oh. Y'all ain't ready for this night. Y'all ain't ready.
I got these honeys speaking in tongues.
Y'all ain't ready.
In tongues.
I'm gonna tell you why y'all ain't ready. Shout out to the Dream Team, the best team in the land. Everybody that's up with me tonight. We rocking, we rolling, we doing what we do. Shout out to all of y'all. Let me turn down this. Let me turn down this a little bit. Turn down the warmth on this camera. I mean, on this ring light. Yeah, cut down the warmth a little bit. Whew. Well, tonight is the last night that I'll be. Let me say this. Tonight's the last night that I'll be in this setup. I'm going to be making drastic changes in the morning, and I'll be working all through the morning, changing around the studio so that way everything will be better. You know, we just upgrade, we upgrade, we upgrade, we upgrade. Y'all know how we do. But tonight ain't about me. Tonight about R.Kelly. And it was some things. I got bit by a mosquito right here. It's some things that we miss that we shouldn't have missed. On top of that, I will say this. Michael Avenatti gave the blueprint, and the blueprint was in our face the whole time. However, I must say this. The prosecution had some aiding and abetting from some of the so-called brotherhood, from some of the so-called inner circle. Oh yeah, we're going to revisit some things. We're going to revisit some things because I had time to sit back. I had time to think. I had time to reinvestigate. I had some time to look over the lies, and some people were nothing but liars. Nothing but liars. I must say that shout out to Justice for R.K. I gotta say shout out to Justice for R.K. because Justice for R.K. be rocking. She be rocking through. As I'm organizing this stuff, right? I want y'all to bear with me because, excuse me, there's a lot of stuff that I have up here that I want to get through because some of these liars that I'm going to talk about tonight, it's wild. It's wild. Some of these liars, or just, well, for not some, but all are wild. And excuse me, as Robert is about to go back to court in Minnesota, you see things was picking up steam, things was taking off. But before we used to feed into it. Now we're going to destroy it. So with that being said, if you want to donate to this channel because you like the commentary and you like the way this channel rocking and the way we rolling, you can hit the box at the bottom that got the $ in it. That's called the super chat. If you on Rumble, you can hit the bag. That's called the trash bag. You know what I mean? So go ahead and hit that. Anything is welcome. Y'all know how we rock. It is what it is. We don't do no begging. My mods will be putting it in the chat throughout the whole ordeal today of what's going on. I must say, I appreciate everybody that decides to donate. Even the ones that want to donate that can't. I appreciate everybody. All right. I see my sis Prima in the building. Prima, just give me a yes or no. Did you get your order yet? I trust me, I encourage everybody. Go get, listen, I can't say it no more. Order your DanaJay hood season. If you would have ordered them on Monday, you would have had them for the holidays. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene, for the 10-piece. Don't forget DanaJay hood seasonings. I'm telling you, if you want to order, email me at danajspices@yahoo.com. Prima said, anxiously waiting. What up, Gemini Don? I'm going to call you when I get off here because I have the receipt. Okay. I'm going to call you when I get off here. Because I put you a package together, Prima. Yes, I do holiday packages. So if you looking for a holiday package and seasonings, just order. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you like to cook with. I got you. I'm telling you, I got you. Prima said, get that tropical for sure. Love it. Prima don't understand, but I put something new in there for, and Prima going to start requesting that now that I put that new thing in there for. So if you order your seasonings, right? If you order them now, they will be there way before Christmas, and you want to cook with it. I would say if you order now, you'll have it before Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving is Thursday. The only way you can get it, well, be honest with you, you can't get it before Thanksgiving. Because if I take the order out and put it in tomorrow, and even if I overnight it, you still wouldn't get it until Friday because everything halts on Thursday. All right. So with that being said, we're about to get into it. Check it out.
Get out, Robert. I don't want you to see me like this. Get out, Robert. I don't want you to see me like this. Get out, Robert. I don't want you to see me like this. Get out, Robert. I don't want you to see me like this.
All right. So with that being said, R.Kelly have a court date coming up. It was supposed to have been next month in Minnesota, but it has been postponed until. Let's read. Jane Doe. Plaintiff versus Robert Spencer Kelly. We all know who the Jane Doe is in Minnesota. I've had the pleasure to speaking with this Jane Doe who called me and told me she knew nothing about this. I find it funny because when I broke it down and told her everything about this case, she said it wasn't her. But she's the only Jane Doe in Minnesota that filed this case. And I haven't talked to her since. Hey, TT. So I haven't talked to her since. But it says the above entitled matter came administratively before the Honorable Michael K. Brown, Judge of District Court, on September 24th, 2024, upon the stipulation to amend the second amended scheduling order Filed on September the 20th, 2024. There were no appearances. Oh, background. On September the 17th, 2024, this court held a status conference with counsel. After the status conference, the court issued an order for submissions for a stipulation regarding new dates, which was to be filed on or by September the 20th, 2024. On September the 20th, 2024, the parties filed their stipulation to amend the second amended scheduling order, MNCIS index number 83. This stipulation included amendment to the discovery, independent medical exams, expert disclosures, and dispositive motion deadlines. Based upon the files and the case, the court makes the following. The court adopts the deadlines agreed to in the stipulation to amend the second amended scheduling order filed on September the 20th, 2024. This stipulation included amendment to the discovery, independent medical exams, expert disclosures, and dispositive motion deadlines. Trial date. This case is now scheduled for trial during the trial block beginning on March the 31st, 2025 through May the 9th, 2025. The parties must notify the court of potential conflicts with this trial block as soon as they are known. A further pretrial order will be issued by the court 1 to 2 months before trial. Joint statement. A joint statement of the case pursuant to Minnesota R.Gen. Practice 112.01 must be filed with the court on or before March the 1st, 2025. Pretrial conference. A pretrial conference will be scheduled by the court when the order for trial is sent. 1 to 2 months before trial, the conference is mandatory and shall be attended by all attorneys who will try the case, all parties involved in the litigation, and any other persons with authority to settle the case. Pretrial disclosures required under 26.01c. Identification of witnesses, depositions, transcripts, and exhibits that may be offered at trial must be completed at least 30 days before trial. Objections to the admissibility of identified depositions and exhibits must be made at least 14 days before trial. Objections not made are waived. Settlement. Parties shall promptly notify the court if of any settlement or resolution of this case. Correspondence. The court will not consider informal correspondence from the parties regarding any substantive matter related to the case, absent specific permission from the court. Informal correspondence will be considered if related to non-substantive matters such as scheduling, provided opposing parties are included in any correspondence with the court. Okay, so now we got that out the way. Okay, so now we know Rob have a new court date. As you see the title is simply R.Kelly World Don't Lie on Me, and the law broke the law. Then I put jump Innr. I know some people gonna say, "Well, Dana, so you misspelled in." No, I didn't. I put that for a reason, because when I listen to a brother who knows nothing about R. Kelly come out and lie on R. Kelly, it bothered me. And I sat back and waited to see who was going to talk about it. Everybody secretly sent. Everybody secretly. What's up, Mr. Tell It Like It Is? Everybody secretly sent chats saying, "Did you see this? Did you see this?" Nah, I ain't secretly doing nothing. So, Mr. Ticket TV, When people was telling you that, nah, this ain't happened, this happened, you was saying, well, you don't know. Well, here's what I'm saying. You don't know. You going by a wing and a prayer of what somebody who said that they was locked up at Butner. They gave a good description. They gave a good following. They gave a good things. But what they didn't do is tell the truth. Now, we all know that in jail, some men turn to other men in jail. But when you've been fighting the fight for as long as somebody like myself have, you know when a story has been heard or told before. And the story that you're trying to put out was a story, and I hate to bring this brother up because he have nothing to do with this now. The story that you're trying to tell is a story that me and Larry McGee have argued about 5 years ago. And once again, there's nothing that came out that said it's true or factual. However, if you want to keep somebody in a story, you tell a lie. And in that lie, you broke devastating news about R.Kelly, alleged by fellow inmates. Let's listen to what these inmates had to say.
All right, you guys. So like, share, subscribe as y'all tap on in. Salute to everybody that's subscribed to the channel, man. Salute to everybody that's listening, man. If you guys have not subscribed, make sure that y'all hit that subscribe button right now, and then you'll see a bell come up. You hit that bell, and after you hit that bell, you'll see a all button come up. You hit that all button, and that way you guys will get all the updates when I release video content on the channel, man. If y'all can hear me in the comment section, press 2. Let me get a mic check. If y'all can hear me in the comment section, man, I have a pretty sad video that I want to talk about tonight, man. Very, very sad, man. This video, man. As being a guy, along with a lot of people. Can y'all hear me? All right, salute to everybody for letting me know y'all can hear me, man. Y'all smash that like button as y'all come on in, man. Being a guy who, we all listen to R.Kelly growing up, man. And he has some great music, man. R.Kelly put out some great hits, great music. But he had some things that caught up with him, obviously, and we all saw how it went down. And now he's doing 30 years in prison because of that. But tonight, I came here about a week ago, and I told you guys about what the other guy said that was just locked down with Diddy in the Metropolitan Detention Center. He was in that same jail, but he had gave out some rumors, and he had said that R. Kelly had apparently been getting beat up in the prison, from what he had heard, and also, I saw some reports online going back to 2020 that R. Kelly was, getting beat up, getting hands put on him in the prisons, man, and it devastated me. Even though I know, a lot of people not gonna have no remorse for a guy like that. You know what I'm saying? That devastated me to see that this is what the life ended up being, but it got worse. Today, I ran into this story that has been out, and I want.
Hold on. I must say this. Is Prima still in the chat? Prima, are you still in the chat? Real quick. Prima, are you still in the chat? If so, call me real quick. Give me a call real quick. But I'm gonna finish playing this. Give me a call real quick.
I want to pray that this is not true. I want to pray that this is not true. But shout out to the brother from over there at Convict Inc. their channel, they basically have a network. It's basically a prison and crime based TV show that's hosted by a man by the name of Robert Russo, a former federal prisoner who in 1998 was sentenced to life without parole for a nonviolent drug crime. It says that on this channel, you know, Robert basically he takes you through his journey of his years in the Federal Bureau of Prisons, from his struggles with addiction to becoming a gang member to surviving cancer to becoming a professional writer. And ultimately, he basically shows you how he used his skills as a jailhouse lawyer to gain his freedom after serving 23 years, 8 months, and a day behind bars. Now, additionally, he also conducts interviews with incarcerated and formerly incarcerated individuals. He speaks candidly about a wide range of issues related to crime and punishment, and he always shares his thoughts and his views about the criminal justice and prison reform system, right? In the use of fair usage, he basically spoke about some allegations going on with the legendary R. Kelly, man. And it's devastating to hear these allegations. Again, these are allegations that's coming. He says that basically he spoke with a guy who's in the same prison as R. Kelly, a couple of cells down. And the state that they claim that R. Kelly is in, man. And I'm going to kind of play it and then get my commentary on the way through, pause it a little bit, get my commentary on the way through. Because he kind of went in detail about the situation, man, with R. Kelly, man. And it is sad, man. It really is sad because I'll give you a little preview right now that they're basically insinuating that now R. Kelly's in an active relationship while being in prison. And also their allegations that R. Kelly is he's living in basically disgraceful conditions in his cell. Apparently, they're alleging that his cell has foul odors coming out of it. He doesn't keep up with his personal hygiene anymore. It's just all these things that make you feel devastated.
Now, I want y'all to make this make sense. If you have two people in a cell, right? How can one person make the cell smell crazy without the other person saying anything about it? Secondly, an open relationship. Now, I ain't gonna spoil it, but I want y'all to hear who he's supposed to be in an open relationship with. Make this make sense.
You understand what I'm saying? I want to let you guys hear what he had to say, and I'm going to give my commentary throughout. So shout out to Convict Inc. Y'all go subscribe to his channel as well. But let me go ahead and get y'all this.
Absolutely
The
not.
person said relationship with who? Who you think in jail? So let me go ahead and get it like this. Let's get to it.
Somebody who came from the FCI-1. Now let me explain this real quick to everybody who doesn't know. I am currently housed Butner Federal Medical Center, but the Butner Medical Center falls within the Butner Federal Correctional Complex within the FC or FCC. Within the FCC, there's 5 different institutions. You've got the camp, satellite camp. You have the low, the FCI-1 with medium low, FCI-1, FCI-2, and the hospital. Okay. Now, what happens on a Monday through Friday? You have people that come from the camp, the low, and both FCIs will come to this hospital for medical appointments. They are brought over on buses. There's a bus that just goes and picks them up and then brings them all here. They go down into receiving R&D, and they bring them up and put them in the different spots that they're supposed to be in. Well, I happened to see a guy that I did time with back in, I think he was there in 215 and 216 at FCI Terre Haute. I'm not going to say his name, but you can bet that in February when he gets out, he will be on my show. And happened to see him. It was just when you see people like that, it's kind of like, it's something you can spend some time with people. They know about you. Matter of fact, this guy asked about my ex, Marta. First thing he wanted to know is how that was, and we talked for a minute. Kind of told him what was going on, and I said, "You're the one." He said, "Yeah." And I said, "Do you know R.Kelly?" He says, "He lives 2 doors down from me." And I said, "Is that right? How is he?" Well, and that's when he told me. Now, let me tell you this. There was another guy there that was with him who confirmed this. Now, this is 2 sources, okay? So, this guy, I can tell you, would be somebody that I can trust as a source. If other people that work there with me and him would know who I'm talking about, again, you guys will be able to judge for yourself. I don't want to put the name out there because I said that I wanted to staff, blah, blah, blah. So that's one source. Usually, you know, if you're going to do like a real journalistic story or whatever, you need 3 sources, okay? So I just want to put that out there, but there's 2 on this.
And this is the reason why I want to say this before he goes. This is the reason why I give him credibility and respect, is because he actually, the way he breaks it down is real. You know, it's not like he's trolling. You know what I'm saying? It's like professional, like how he's telling y'all the story. And I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all can't handle this story that y'all about to hear, man, I'm telling y'all right now, leave the video right now, bro. Because this is absolutely devastating, bro.
So because somebody can tell you a story in a professional matter, do it make it factual? This is why I say what I say, like a ticket TV. Just because somebody can tell you a story professionally doesn't make it factual. We dealt with that over here for 5 years. And I ain't gonna front. Can't nobody frame a story better than Larry. But was all of his stories factual? This is why I say, when people come and bring you information, please vet the information first. Mr. Tell It Like It Is, I really believe you. And I said the same thing, R.Kelly will be home. But I will speak on that towards the end as well. So don't go nowhere, because I will speak on that as well about R.Kelly coming home. But let's listen to the lies. Check it.
Leave the video right now if y'all can't handle this story, because this is absolutely devastating what the brother Convict Inc. dropped right here, man.
Well, of course, you know, there was one on what I'm about to say, but this guy knows the situation. Okay, so R.Kelly is over there at Butler 1. He is sexually active. For about a year, he lived with a guy named Joe. Chomo Joe, by the way, the guy was a very, very terrible child molester who discharged his sentence and is now, he's still over at the Butler 1 in what's called the Adam Walsh unit or Maryland unit. What that means is he's civilly committed. He was such a bad sex offender.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Wait a minute. How in the hell you gonna tell me that R. Kelly is in a housing unit with a real bad sex offender that discharged his sentence? Pause. Discharge means to do away. Discharge means to no longer be available. So if you discharge your sentence, that means they cannot house you no more. Make this make sense. A discharge of a sentence means that your charges no longer are applicable to you. But let's finish.
That they deemed him too dangerous to hit the streets. That was R. Kelly's boyfriend. He currently lives with a guy right now named.
So he claims that this guy, who was a CM, and I won't repeat that word, he claims that he is over there with R. Kelly, and he claims that that R. Kelly and this man is in an active relationship right now. But he goes on, and you know, things he say are absolutely devastating, man.
According to my, they deemed him too dangerous to hit the streets. That was R. Kelly's boyfriend. He currently lives with a guy right now named Gene. According to my friend, Gene, who's a friend of my friend, said that R. Kelly has not hit on him at all whatsoever at this point. Also,
so hold on. On one breath, you said R. Kelly had a boyfriend that was an advocate CM. Then you said that he's gone. And now you're saying R. Kelly is flagged, or should I say is housed with your other friend, and R. Kelly haven't hit on him at all.
What did you say, nigga?
What I said was, he said that R. Kelly was in an active relationship with his friend Joe. Joe is an advocate CM. Joe is no longer housed over where Rob is at, but now there's new guys over there, and he said Rob hasn't hit on him at all. Okay, let's finish.
Hates Gayle King. Has anybody seen the CBS interview with R.Kelly and Gayle King? Back in the day, R.Kelly jumped up and down, freaked out, was screaming. And Gayle King famously said, Robert. I don't know if anybody's seen that classic. If you haven't, really does not like Gayle King, and that is from my friend. He's the source. They have political discussions.
Right, James.
Trump supporter. My friend is. To be honest, I did not ask what R. Kelly's political views were. I should have actually. I wasn't thinking about that because I was, when I heard that he had names of his boyfriend. By the way, Joe was also the kitchen clerk. So, and I've got Joe's last name, and I'm going to then show photos of him. Obviously, when I get out to do the story better, this is just putting some audios together for you guys. But
now here's the problem that I'm having. I know somebody, right? That's related to, and I'm trying to say it without saying too much. I know somebody that's related to somebody that's in Butner. And the person that they related to works in the kitchen at Butner. This is the first I ever heard of anything like that. Now, the reports I'm getting coming out of Butner is totally the opposite of what this guy's saying. And I'm not going to reveal my sources, but all of my resources are credible. And I mean very credible. Like, I just talked to one of my sources today at 5:30 p.m. And they had to get off the phone because they had to go do feed up at Butner. So these stories that's coming out, I'm kind of baffled, like, where they coming from? Let's finish.
Yeah, he lives in Virginia Tech. So the units over there, you have Georgia Tech, State, Virginia, Clemson. Of course, Clemson was where Bernie Madoff lived. Maryland unit is where all the civilly committed sex offenders go. So R. Kelly's ex-boyfriend Joe now lives in the civilly committed unit. I don't know if they, speak through the fence or, I don't know. By the way, I've said in the past that R. Kelly was singing for Soups.
Oh, come on, bro. Y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all hit that like button for me, please. Now you saying R. Kelly was singing for Soup? Okay, let's go here. You say R. Kelly was singing for Soup, but I know firsthand that R. Kelly had a person that was making his food like a chef style. So how you go from, let's just say, how you go from having a personal chef to singing for Soup? I'm lost. What up, Terrence Gangster Williams? How you doing? I'm lost about this. And this is what I mean, because I say, just because you get a story, you have to vet it and before you put it out there. This ain't cool. Now, here's where I call Whack 100 in them out. Thank you so much, Terrence Gangster Williams. I appreciate you. I'm definitely going to support you back. This is where I call Whack 100 out. Because if Whack is cool with Levi, right? If Whack is cool with Levi and Levi talked to his cousin, right? Then why ain't Wack coming out to destroy this narrative? Because Levi should have hit Wack up and said, yo, but I'm gonna do Levi. Yo, this ain't real, man. This ain't real. And you gotta go and destroy this. I'm not understanding these things because you can't say you're a friend of mine or you're a friend of anybody in my family and a story like this come out and you sit back and you just ignore the story. Nah, nigga. Friends don't work like that. And I'm gonna say this, Terrence Gangster Williams in the chat, right? That's just like if me and him on a block and somebody roll up on him and try to rob him. Do you think I'm gonna run on him? No, if you rob him, you gotta rob me. And if you don't rob me, then I'm gonna get you for trying to rob my boy. The same way it work on the street is the same way it work on the internet. I'm lost about this, but let's listen to the last little bit because I got some other stuff that I want to show you. All right, cool. Terrence Williams, thank you a lot, bro.
I asked my friend about it. He laughed.
Thank you for coming through.
It's not like it happens. Like that's what he runs around doing, is seeking for soups. But yes, he has done some. This call is from.
So he basically said that also R.Kelly allegedly has been singing for a soup in prison.
Feeling
I guess some of the guys who had commissary or whatever like that, R.Kelly was singing in order to get soup for commissary, man. And this is what I'm trying to tell like the youth, man. You know, prison life is not easy. You know what I'm saying?
Now watch this. Here's where you flip the script at. And see, in Ticket TV, this is where people can get hurt at. Because you can't just come out here and say this when everybody know who's over Robert's royalty money, right? So if you're saying that Robert is singing for soup because he broke, then that makes everybody turn and look at Keith and say, wait a minute. How is Robert broke and you over his money? You see what I'm saying? So when you bring stories like that, you put people in harm's way. And when you put people in harm's way, now it's, oh my God, where do I go? So now, and what's going to happen is you're going to make all the R. Kelly fans and supporters and family and friends that deal with him look at Keith and say, yo, is this true? Because Ticket TV go deeper. And the deeper it go, it sound cool. But I never known nobody. Listen, it's some things I don't know about the penal system, right? And there's a lot I know about the penal system. In my day of living, I've never witnessed nobody come up and drop $1 million check in the penal system. I've never witnessed that. Now, if anybody ever seen that, then please say they seen it. But I've never seen nobody drop $1 million check in a penal system. Never. So let's finish and look at this.
I'm saying it's always careful that you watch the decisions you make, because when you go into prison, it is an entirely different world. You do not want to go to prison, man. The life that these people describe in prison, man, is absolutely reprehensible, bro. Reprehensible, man. And so it seems like that R. Kelly may not have things on his books. He may be in just people forget about you. You know what I'm saying? When you locked up for a long time and you're gone for years, you doing a 30 piece, people forget about you. You know what I'm saying? They don't remember anything about you no more. Your music lives on, but they forget about you. You know what I'm saying? They forget about what you're doing in there. Your phone calls stop after a few months. You know, and you know, you have a whole different life inside of the prison, man. And so this story gets even more devastating, man. And I'm telling you guys, as much as, you know what I'm saying, I told you, a lot of people are not gonna have remorse for a guy like R. Kelly. To hear the things that he allegedly is going through, man, is absolutely demoralizing and devastating, man.
A federal prison. Their girlfriends or whatever, like I said before. Financially, like I said before, and some clown I was going to say chat list, who left a comment, somebody who left a comment said that I couldn't know that he had a $10 million check, and it's like knowledge over there, and that's actually pretty easy to source and find out. But he came in with a huge check. The check wasn't taken to him, and I guess given to the victims of his crimes that sued him. I imagine. I don't really know that part of it.
So what I said was, thank y'all, Tanil. So what I said was, Keith came in with $1 million check and gave it to the penal system. And the penal system gave it to his victims. Bro. I had to play this because this is the lie that's getting people stirred up. And when things come to me behind the scenes that I know is a lie, I'm going to bring it to the forefront. I'm going to ask y'all to make it make sense. I'm going to ask y'all to make it make sense. Now, I can't do it. But when Keith can do is go to Butner because he have the power of attorney. He can go to Butner and he can have this guy that's calling from Butner phone privileges taken because he's putting another fellow inmate in harm's way. Now that I put that out there, I know Keith is probably watching or somebody gonna go tell him. Let's see if it works. Let's see if he does it. Because see, this is what I mean when I say the real people that's for Robert. And I'm almost slipping into my closing paragraph or dissertation concerning R. Kelly, because I got some shit to say. And excuse my language there, but I got something to say. Because I've been holding on to something for so long. And I'm not holding on to it no more. So what I'm saying is, why Mr. Teller said no Jay out paying people off. Yeah. That's why I say what I say. When it comes to Diddy, I see, I'm going into something different. I'm gonna wait to the end. Listen to this.
Prison, I can't say that he does go to the commissary, and I asked basically how much. He said, he'd go maybe for sure once a month, maybe twice, and he always one sack only. Now, anybody that's been in prison knows he has one laundry bag, knows that he's getting not very much, doesn't have money. I don't know the source of the money. I'm sure he's got some fans that send him some money. I don't know that for a fact.
So yeah, that debunks what that brother in the comments says. You doubt, brother. Let me tell you something. You don't know what these people got when they go to prison, bro. By the time a lot of these superstars go to prison, bro, they've drained a lot of their money on lawyer defenses. They've drained a lot of their money on paying victims. You understand what I'm saying? These are all the different things that they've lost their money on, bro. So by the time you get to prison, you ain't got no more money for yourself.
Now I'm gonna say this. With most people, that's probably true, right? But when you have somebody that have a residual that will never end, are you listening to what I'm saying? Robert Sylvester Kelly residuals will never end. Never. Even when it's dried up in the United States, they are still bumping R. Kelly across seas and overseas and everywhere else. And as long as you got your faithful few over here in the United States that love R. Kelly, that love his music, his residuals will never end. So as we listen to that, right, it pissed me off. And I got that sent to me last night at 10:34 p.m. I didn't go to sleep at 5 o'clock this morning because I wanted to go live then. But I got up and I said, the lies got to stop. So when Michael Avenatti, and I'm putting it out there, shout out to you, Laura Luma. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I got your text message. Shout out to Laura Luma. Shout out to the Trump administration. Yes, MAGA is strong. We are one. However, when it comes to Michael Avenatti, he said it was easier setting up the Golden Goose. And you got the sleeper cells that's running around talking about, oh, well, R. Kelly wrote Bump and Grind for a teenage girl. R. Kelly wrote Bump and Grind because he a pedophile. Watch this. I told y'all 5 years ago that when Obama brought the LGBTQ community into play and gave them their reparation and their rights, he was setting everybody up. And everybody said, Dana, what are you talking about? I said, there's a sleeper group, that's behind the LGBTQXY elemental P community. And that group is called the pedophilia group. Well, 5 years later, after being called a liar, a conspiracy theorist, and everything else, it has manifested that now pedophilia is no longer a crime. Watch where I'm going with this. So now the hottest thing for R. Kelly was he's a pedophile. He's a pedophile. He's a pedophile. But now that pedophilia is no longer a crime and is only looked at as a sickness, and you cannot go to jail for pedophilia. Now you don't hear nobody calling R. Kelly a pedophile no more. I told you this was a political setup. So when people come to me and say, well, Dana, you're supposed to have sympathy for T.D. Jakes and Diddy. Why should I? Did both of them have sympathy for R. Kelly? Let's keep it real. Diddy laughed and said R. Kelly got what he wanted. He got what he deserved. So now that Diddy getting his, why should I sit back and say, save Diddy? No, and the people that say Diddy is being set up the way R. Kelly, it is not the same. For Diddy, the demons are coming home to roost. For R. Kelly, it was the lies for me. Dana, so what are you talking about? Bump and Grind was wrote for underage girls. Thanks, Lexington. Bump and Grind was wrote for underage girls. Well, I'm glad Justice for RK put that up because I was definitely going to put the clip up. Well, from people that was there in the room, let's listen.
Brother, both were EPs and a soundtrack, but everything starts with music for me. So A&R the whole album or whatever, you know, like but you know, like a lot of the tracks, like personally, and I remember the thing that hurt me the most, and I'm gonna air them out right now, is Jive Records, Barry Weiss. We made a deal that R. Kelly, this is before R. Kelly was really big. He only had one album out. He's gonna give us an original track for the soundtrack. So I flew to Chicago because R. Kelly and I, our attorney, business manager, was the same guy. Gave him the Menace VHS tape, and the next day I came back and he had a song for me that he wrote to Menace. And I listened to the song, I go, oh shit. That's how involved I was in the soundtrack. I called Barry Weiss at Jive Records. I said, I just heard R.Kelly's first #1 single. And he goes, oh shit, I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to hear it. A week later, he calls me, he goes, I got good news and bad news. The good news is you're right. This is gonna be his first #1 record. The bad news is it's not going on the soundtrack.
Wow.
It was Bump and Grind.
Wow.
And if you hear what he's saying at the opening of the song, he's talking about Kane. My body's telling me yes, but my mind's telling me no, but my body's saying yes. Wow. Talking about Kane because of Jada's character, Ronnie, and his father figure, Purnell. Yeah, that's what it's about.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Wow. I've never said that publicly, but that's what that was. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was a massive hit for him.
Cause Honey,
his first hit.
Wow. Okay. Was it Honey Love, the scene that they used?
Yeah, because we took it because that was already the hit, like the successful music. So we had to put that in there.
Let Allen Hill.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Wow. So I thought Bump and Grind was...
Me and my brother both were EPs on the soundtrack, but everything starts with music for me. So A&R the whole album or whatever. But like a lot of the tracks, like personally, and I remember the thing that hurt me the most, and I'm gonna air them out right now, is Jive Records, Barry Weiss. We made a deal that R.Kelly, this is before R.Kelly was really big. He only had one album out. He's gonna give us an original track for the soundtrack. So I flew to Chicago because R.Kelly and I, our attorney, business manager, was the same guy. Gave him the Menace VHS tape, and the next day I came back and he had a song for me that he wrote to Menace. And I listened to the song, I go, oh shit. That's how involved I was in the soundtrack. I called Barry Weiss at Jive Records. I said, I just heard R. Kelly's first #1 single. And he goes, oh shit, I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to hear it. A week later, he calls me, he goes, I got good news and bad news. The good news is you're right. This is gonna be his first #1 record. The bad news is it's not going on the soundtrack.
Wow.
It was Bump and Grind.
Wow.
And if you hear what he's saying at the opening of the song, he's talking about Kane. My body's telling me yes, but my mind's telling me no, but my body's saying yes. Wow. Talking about Kane because of Jada's character, Ronnie, and his father figure, Purnell. Yeah, that's what it's about.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Wow.
I've never said that publicly, but that's what that was. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was a massive hit for him.
Cause Honey,
his first hit.
Wow. Okay. Was it Honey Love, the scene that they used?
Yeah, because we took it because that was already the hit, like the successful music. So we had to put that in there.
Let Allen Hill.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So with that being said, I guess it's okay to say certain things like, R. Kelly, this and that. No. And what the government tried to do is demonize R. Kelly, like my sis said, just so they can have a way to get his assets to pay the people that they promised bags to. And I'm almost getting ready to close this thing, but I still got some things to talk about. Y'all remember this? I said I'm going back down memory lane to bring some things into perspective. It's a care for the perpetrators. R. Kelly, longtime female assistant, wrote a shocking letter to the judge. So R. Kelly's longtime assistant, Diana Copeland, wrote an emotional letter to the court.
How we make stickers at Sticker App. First, we fix image file.
Okay. R. Kelly, longtime assistant Diana Copeland, wrote an emotional letter to the court ahead of the disgraced singer's sentencing, where she pleaded for sympathy for the alleged perpetrator. Watch this. Do you see them putting disgraced producer in front of Diddy's name? Do you see them doing that? Make this make sense. Do y'all see disgraced in front of Diddy's name? So it says RadarOnline.com has obtained the shocking letter written by Kelly's employee, where she stood up for him despite several victims taking the stand during his trial. Last year, a jury in New York found Kelly guilty of sex trafficking and racketeering. Prosecutors accused him of running a criminal enterprise that had the sole goal of recruiting young women for Kelly to abuse. Make this make sense. He was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Prior to finding out his fate, Kelly submitted a series of letters written by his family and friends who spoke highly of him. In her letter, Copeland said she worked for Kelly for more than 15 years and as his executive assistant. Most of my tenure was spent in the early years around 2006 when Mr. Kelly was married. She said, I can still hear the laughter coming from him, his wife, and his children. Hold on. With that being said, make it make sense. Like I told y'all, the reason why Drea waited to bring out this last liamentary is because as long as Diana Copeland words were out here, right? Then that makes the liamentary not credible. Because Diana Copeland said, I can still hear the laughter coming from him, his wife, and his children as they snuggled on the couch by the fireplace while roasting marshmallows to make s'mores. But hold on. If you have been touched, you ain't going to comfortably be roasting s'mores with the person that touched you. I'm going to say it again. If you have been touched in the wrong way, I don't care who it is, you are not going to comfortably sit there and take part in anything that's going on around people with the person that touched you. So then Diana said, I came to care deeply for the entire family, she wrote. This is why it is still hard for me to wrap my head around the possibility of Mr. Kelly receiving a life sentence in prison. I am saddened at the thought of him never being able to wrap his arms around his family ever again. But I thought he wasn't a family man, Drea. So if other people witnessed him being a family man, how can you sit on here and lie and say he wasn't a family man? I see you, Prima. If the sole purpose was to abuse girls, what the fuck she ain't get locked up as part of the enterprise? Why the fuck she ain't get that? Exactly. Copeland said, as a woman, she supports other women and survivors of abuse. However, she added, I also am a firm believer that in any criminal situation, we have to be concerned with both the victims and the perpetrators. This is the only way to find healing. Mr. Kelly is quite different than the persona the record label created. Ain't that's what I told y'all? Mr. Kelly is quite different than the persona that the record label has created. So I have a question. If the record label is building these demons, right? Why can't the record labels be charged for the acts or the so-called acts that's being created or that's supposed to be done when the record label is the one that created this image, this likeness, and this demonistic attitude? I'm asking these questions. Then it says his song lyrics and video images would have people believe that he loved parties and that there were tons of party people always around him. I told y'all that was a lie because he ain't like that. But his life was quite the contrary, she claimed. Parties were occasional because Mr. Kelly saw them as work, a place where collaborations were born and business deals were made. Copeland said Kelly had always been down to earth and would much rather share a deep conversation with an ordinary person working the drive-thru at McDonald's than a glamorous celebrity. So if that's Diana Copeland's sentiments and that's what she witnessed, right? My question is, Drea, when did Robert ever do those heinous things to Buku that you put in Buku mind to say that he done? Now, let's play this clip from Good Morning. Oh, Jesus. Nope. Yep. Let's play this from Good Morning America. Let's go.
Trial of R.Kelly. Federal prosecutors could arrest their case today as he faces sex trafficking charges. And Michael, his longtime executive assistant gave her first interview to you.
That's right, George. Diana Copeland was R. Kelly's assistant on and off for 16 years. In our interview, she revealed new details about what she says she saw inside his homes, about his live-in girlfriends and his female visitors. It's the bombshell trial making headlines. R&B superstar R. Kelly in federal court. At various points over the span of nearly 2 decades, allegations from sex trafficking to child pornography have swirled around R. Kelly, but he has not been found guilty of any crimes. The singer, now back in court and claiming his innocence again, pleading not guilty to multiple federal charges, including racketeering and sexual abuse.
There were women always, coming at him.
Diana Copeland served as R. Kelly's executive assistant off and on for 16 years, taking the stand, sharing details from her experience working in his homes.
I believe I can fly.
At the time, Kelly was one of the biggest selling male artists and music producers. His hit song, I Believe I Can Fly, winning him 3 Grammys. How would you describe him as a person?
He's charismatic. And I think that's one of the reasons why people kind of say he has 2 personalities, because when you meet him, he has, he's a really personable person. If you see him angry, that's a whole different person.
Inside Kelly's homes where she worked, Copeland said there were rules, like guests were not allowed to roam the homes. Where did they all stay?
Yeah, he would have live-in girlfriends. They had their own rooms. Guests would just come, maybe sit in the studio with him. He had like 3 properties. In those properties, there was like a certain decorum that was expected. He pretty much didn't want not just the girls to move around, but he didn't want anybody to be able to just roam his house, like a museum.
Copeland says she was asked to accompany his guests on outings. She says during shopping trips, the women often didn't interact with male salespeople.
They asked me during the trial, did you notice their reaction with males? And I did. They didn't want to speak to the males. In fact, sometimes they would ask me to interact with the males.
So they didn't want to speak to the males, or were they told not to speak to the males?
Well, that piece I can't speak to because I don't know if they were told, but I would say that you can pretty much surmise that that was probably the case.
She says while outside a fitness center waiting for Kelly to work out, she was in a van with multiple women, and one of his girlfriends needed to use the restroom, but she says refused to go because she did not have permission from Kelly. Was she afraid of him? Was she afraid that if she went to the bathroom that she would be in trouble?
That's, a question, I guess, for her. But what I can say is this. There are certain rules that are put in place for safety, because when he gets out of the vehicle, he's highly recognizable. So now whomever gets out of that vehicle, there's a spotlight, a target on that person.
No speaking to men, the texting to use the bathroom, none of that raised an alarm for you. You didn't think any of that was a little strange?
I know Robert, the family man, the businessman, but his personal life is Robert's personal life. So my job stops at the threshold of his bedroom door.
Copeland says multiple live-in girlfriends and other women would visit his homes, and one of her jobs was making their travel arrangements. In court, Kelly has been accused by some women of traveling them across state lines when they were underage. Another alleged victim telling the jury she was even held captive for several days. Diana maintains she didn't see anything like that. When you're making travel arrangements, of course, you need the date of birth. So how old were these women?
They ranged in ages, no one under 18. In fact, when this case came up, I'm reading that women are locked up and kidnapped and these things of that nature. And that's not what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing anybody that's trying to leave or any locked doors. Every woman that's left has walked right out the door.
Did he ever ask you to recruit women for him?
He's never asked me, but at the time, I'm only saying that he was the R. Kelly a mega superstar. He needed no help. I mean, absolutely no help to recruit women or to get women.
Is there anything that you think you could have, would have done differently?
You know, looking back, I think that I would have done things the same way I did. I don't think that anything that I did was wrong, or, and I also don't think that anything that I could have done would have changed what Robert did. I can only control.
Okay, so with that being said, I'm with Prima. How in the hell do your witness for prosecutors debunk the damn bad act witnesses? And then my next question is, how do Diana Copeland get overlooked? How do her testimony in New York get overlooked? And they was just, you know what I mean? If you was in New York and you know everybody that came up to testify against R. Kelly all said that they didn't want to see him in jail and that he did nothing to hurt them. Except for one man that came up there and said pretty much that R. Kelly pretty much fired him and he really wanted to lash at R. Kelly. So with that being said, Pauline, I'm gonna leave New York and go to Chicago for a second. Pauline, somebody's lying. Somebody lying. Now get your calculators out, because they said now you are testifying under the pseudonym Pauline today, correct? Yes. And Pauline is not your real name, correct? No. How old are you? 37. And what month and year were you born? I was born October 1984. Pause. I want y'all to do the math. How in the hell is she 37 in 2003 and 39 in 2024? I mean, I'm sorry. How is she 37 in 2023, but in 2024 she 39? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Because if you subtract 1984, right? And I'm about to do it again. Hold on. If you subtract 1984 minus 2023, 2023, you get 39, right? So when you look at when this came out, 2/10/23, how is she 37? Can somebody explain this to me? How is she 37? She said she was 15 when her and Robert. She was 15 when her and Robert had SEX, right? Well, Pauline, you must know I know your real name. And you must know that when you get upset with lawyers have friends, right? Now, this live is probably going to get taken down. But if you want the full live in its entirety, because I'm going to have to redact some stuff out of this because of what I'm about to do. If you want the full live, just email me at bookdaintajay@gmail.com. And guess what? I'll send you the full live from another platform. But Pauline, how did you leak your sex tape from when you was 23 to bangbros.com? That's all I'm trying to figure out. Now, if you was underage, right? There's no way, and I'm hesitant about doing this because I don't want certain things to be shown. Okay, there we go. There's no way that you can put a sex tape on the internet at the age of 15. Now, what I'm about to do is show people that you were not underage. Now, in this testimony, when you said that Robert used to just munch you out, let's put it like that. That Robert used to munch you out. Oh, I'm sorry. You said you was 13 and 14. And you said that Robert you used to munch you out and all this other stuff. When did everything that you lied about come true? And this is what I mean when I say people will have relationships with other folks in their mind and then put it out there like it's really happening. Now, you said y'all had relations at Track Studio at his house on 1010 West George and at Hoops and on a tour bus. Well, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. We all know who this is, right? We all know who this is. But what I'm gonna do is she is not 14 or 15 at all. And this is the lie that people tell. Because you was petite, you can't pass for 14 and 15, and you can't say you was forced because you were not forced at none of this. At this moment, and I'm gonna take that off, you are a willing participant. And the only reason why I showed that is to show how bad people will lie to try to go to another point or to get a bag. Now, I know people, well, Dana, how did you get that? Ain't none of your business. You were grown. You were grown. And I've never known grown people, right, to trip about I've never known grown people to trip about not really knowing how to let go. The date was clear on that video. Yeah, 1999. Very clear. 1999. So when you want to make people upset Pauline by lying, just know that they'll say, Dana, I got the video. And guess what? I got the video. Drea, I got the video of you and Rashona. Rashona wasn't underage. Neither was Rob, and neither was you. So, and the date is in the video. Now, the videos I have, the moles don't disappear, Michael Avenatti. Why your moles disappear? That part right there, SMS 130. Didn't she sue and claim she was filmed without her permission? Yep. That's why she didn't get nothing. So, Drea, I'm trying to figure out your angle because I have it all. When I showed y'all the private videos of Drea overspending Rob's money or Rob's allocated funds that was supposed to go to the kids for their college, people overlooked it. Some people inboxed me, Dana, how you get them videos like that? Don't worry about how I got them. Just know I got them. So when I sit back and say that this is a lie, that's a lie. And people say, oh, well, Dana, well, how you know? I got the videos. I know how to count a little bit. That part. SMS said if she's now claiming that she was a minor, she was clearly lying. Yeah, she said she was 14 years old. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a 12 play. Every day I'm going to run a 12 play for R.Kelly. And I'm going to run them out of order. It's for you to put it together. But I'm going to give you all the pieces and all the links and everything for you to be able to make a logical decision. Tomorrow, I have questions for certain people around R. Kelly. Listen, Prima, R. Kelly had magic hair too. He went from bald to a werewolf in that same year. Exactly, because she said that he was bald-headed. In the testimony, she testified Robert was bald-headed and he had a mole on his back. When I say the government prepped these people well, they prepped them well. But they prepped them well enough to be stupid and found dumb. So right now, Rob's only hope is one, New York overturn on the appeal. Two, R. Kelly get a pardon. Here's where I give my closing comments at. Robert Sylvester Kelly need to sit back and reevaluate the people he had around him. If I was Robert, I'll be learning how to read. I'll be going to school as much as I can Because at this point, I wouldn't want nobody over nothing of mine. Because at this point in his life, he shouldn't be able to, I put it to you like this, he shouldn't trust nobody. I don't care if you grew up with me or not. He shouldn't trust nobody. I think he need to reevaluate his brothers. I think he need to talk to his brothers. I think he need to get that straight. That's what Mama Joanne would have wanted without outside help. Because outside help is only going to induce what the problem is. You don't want no inducement. You want destruction of the problem and reunification of family. 3, Robert should, I say this, Robert should go through a third party and record the fact that when he reach out to his kids or his offspring, it should be just them. Hell with Drea. Let her go where she go. 4, and last but not least, I know Rob believe in God, but all of his eggs should be in God's basket. 5 is a bonus nugget. Rob shall only love on the people that love on him. The fake love and the fake people and the yes masters, they need to go. If you have yes masters and fake lovers or love or fake friends around you or fake girlfriends or fake relationships, whoever, bye-bye. Fake family, bye-bye. Only love on the people that love on you. And my thing is, Robert, I'm quite sure somebody gonna send this to you. Because I'm not part of the money team. So since I'm not part of the money team, it seems like the money team don't want you getting visits from people outside of the money team. I'm cool with that. Because I've been approved by Butner. I tell you, I will always get approved by any facility, not having a problem. I've been approved by Butner. So with that being said, only Robert knows when he's tired of being sick and tired. Stop catching strays. I'm talking about homeboys. Stop catching strays. Because a lot of them only there for you because your name is R.Kelly. Now that your name is back to Robert Sylvester Kelly, they don't give a damn about you. But Robert, I want you to understand this. If only 3 people, Keith, Azriel, Uncle June, had the combination to the storage, how did Don Russell get in there to get your masters? Uncle June disappeared. Don't deal with nobody. Azriel don't like Don. That leaves who? Keith said he didn't do it. But how can Don come out and say they all took something? And Keith said, oh no, I didn't take anything. But as the years go along, you see some of the things that was in the storage being worn and shown. I ain't trying to start no shit. But I'm going to put the shit in the basket where it need to be. At the end of the day, when you're dealing with that much power, that much money, or that much allocated funds, you can't trust nobody. Not even belief. You cannot trust nobody. SMS 130 said, the rewriting of history is wild right now, yet there's still enough truth put here to hold up. Facts. One thing I'm not going to do is rewrite anything. My stance still stays the same. It's still been there, the same. I've always said what I said. But as the pot got deeper, I start to see certain shit. Now, am I blaming Keith for anything? No, I'm not. But I wasn't born yesterday. So if only 3 people had codes to the storage and 2 people don't deal with that one person, even when they mad, then why would that one person come out and implicate the person that make it make sense? Make it make sense. Nobody's going to implicate somebody without it being some truth somewhere. You can inflate the truth, but when somebody got to go to jail, they're going to put some truth somewhere. Y'all know I'm not a Don fan. I can't stand a motherfucker. Excuse my French, but I can't stand Don. And Don knows why. We don't got to go back and rewrite that. But do I believe Don was telling the truth about some things? In due time, I will expose it all. Here's my thing. If you did something wrong to Robert, you should be held accountable. If Robert did something wrong to people, he should be held accountable. But as long as Robert have the yes men in his corner, he will forever be in the situation he in right now. Robert owe a lot of people apologies. And I was reluctant to say this for years. People that love him dearly. And that's all it takes is an apology. He don't owe nobody no money. He don't owe nobody no glamour, no cars, no. Just a conversation and an apology. And because it wasn't done mainstream, it don't have to be mainstream. But Robert had some people in his ear that don't mean him a hill of beans. And that's all they was there for, is to come up off of him. And some of the people that came on the internet talking about they talked to Robert, that was a lie. But I'm not here to bust nobody out with that. I'm here to put the truth where it need to be. If you love R. Kelly, write R. Kelly. Send him messages. Hold your head up, Robert. We here, we praying for you. I'm not going to expose my dream, but my dreams normally come true. And I'll go on record of saying this. Because of my dream, I do not want to see him no time soon. I have just been offered, well, Dana, you can go and then. Nah, I don't want to see him no time soon. If I'm saying that, you should be almost 90% for sure what my dream was. And the Bible, it was the last prophet that went to go see Jesus before he ascended. I'm not ready for that right now. So selfishly, I can go on record and say, I don't want to see him. Now make that make sense. And when I have the same dream 4 times back to back, my dreams normally come true within a 2-year span. I'm not ready for that. See, I don't have to come up here and say, I got a church, I'm selling books, I'm doing. I don't got to do none of that. Because I know God walked with me. Even when I don't walk with him, he walked with me. And I don't understand why. I'm just a little chocolate, little lazy eye. I'm just a little chocolate, little dude with a lazy eye that talk a lot of shit and speak facts. Why do you walk with me 24/7, even when I don't walk with you? So when you start hearing things and seeing things and even dreaming things to the point where it's premonitions, look at what's going on around you. Let's keep it real. R.Kelly, I Wish video. It's a part in that video that's coming true. When he said, rolling through the hood, stop by to say, what's up? And everybody start disappearing. Look at everybody that Robin knew and loved. They disappearing. I'm going to take a step further. Look on the internet. People that started with us in 2019 is some folks are no longer here. So you got to stop and look around. They gone. You will never see them again. Some people you argue with. I know I did. Some people you loved. Some people you made laugh. Some people cried and didn't even tell you that they cried over you. You are living in a world where you here today and gone today. Make it make sense. I can't celebrate Thanksgiving. It's against my religious tradition. It's against my heritage. It's against who I am. I can't celebrate Thanksgiving. But for y'all that celebrate Thanksgiving, tap in to what you really celebrate. Some people can't get a slice of turkey or a pig's buttocks, as a better known as a ham. Some people got to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and have breakfast at 4:15, have lunch at 10:30, have dinner at 4 o'clock. Some people just can't have it at all. Some people's going to go to mom and them house, and the famous chair that was sat in by their favorite person is no longer going to be there. That chair going to be empty or occupied by somebody else. So when I know the way God uses me, I got to move a certain way. And when I went for clarity on my dream, nah, man. Nah. I ain't ready to deal with that. And I got two meanings on my dream. I'm not ready to deal with either one. Because like Diane Copeland said, I know who Robert is. I don't give a hell about R.Kelly. I know who Robert is. And if Robert never sell another album, I'm content with Robert. I don't give a damn about R. So I'm going to say this. I think since they say it's a brotherhood, I think they need to come together because they need to go to Bon Jean because Bon Jean have a reach. And Bon Jean need to look into the pardon of R. Kelly. None of us should be doing the legwork when he have a brother that get millions for him. Now you're going to see who really wants him home and who don't. Now you're going to see who really wants him home and who don't. Because I'm faithfully looking at the partner list and I don't see R. Kelly name on there. Now, I shouldn't have to do it. I shouldn't have to spend no money or no funds. I shouldn't have to write no letters. But if I have to, I'm going to make it known. And because I believe in Robert's innocence, I don't mind doing it. Even when I'm not part of the money team. So you don't see my stories going back at folks because they doing certain stuff. No. That's what the money team does. They go back and forth with each other. I just sit and watch and collect notes and data. With that being said, don't forget I'm working on a story that's going to rock the internet. I ain't giving no details of what it is, but when I bring the story forth, it's going to rock the internet. And like I said, the way they play with me on the internet is just my time to play back. Somebody ain't going to be happy. Also, for the people that want to know, me and the infamous one, the first domino of our court cases, January the 28th. Go ahead and put your Rule 22 in. Because I don't want nothing to be withheld from nobody. I want everything to be known by everybody. The problem is too much secrecy was going on. Now I'm letting it all hang out. If you're a blogger, if you're a content creator, I want you at every court case that I have with the infamous one. And you will see the truth. And then once you see the truth, you can make your own decisions, go to your own channels and talk about it. Because it's content, baby. Like I said, my president real. We lead by example. We don't talk. We lead. On that note, it's getting late. I don't think I will be on tomorrow. If I do, it's going to be late, depending on what time my new desk come. Because I have to set my sunroom up. I got to set the Christmas tree up for him. I got to start wrapping gifts for him. I haven't did this in so long. I gotta wrap the gifts for the daughters. I gotta wrap the gifts for the grown son. So much I gotta do. But I'm built for it because they come from me. With that being said, get your DanaJay seasons, y'all. I don't care what nobody tell you. Get your DanaJay seasons. Check it out.
And of course, I want to give a shout out to DanaJay with that hood seasoning, man. I chopped it up with him the other day. My hood seasoning should be in the mail coming soon, so I can't wait to sprinkle it on my food. You know I be chefing in the kitchen. But right now, it's time for us to go ahead and get back into this music. And of course, I want to give a shout out.
I don't like to waste time on stupid conversation. There's no profit in that. So if I'm around people that are always complaining with no solutions, then I'm wasting real estate in my brain for what I need to project. And what I project in my brain is what I project in my reality. So that real estate only has to be for evolution, things that are going to help me get where I got to go. You understand? Help me evolve. So if my conversation with you makes me stagnate, we don't have too much conversation either. I don't have no time for no stupid ass conversation.
Girl, you can get it.
So with that being said, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Be someone important. Be yourself. Oh, before I go, I'm going to take this question. Trevor Campbell said, Dana, why it take so long for New York rule on R.Kelly case? That part, I don't know. I can't ask that. But what I will do, I can't answer that right now. But what I will do is I will have answers for you the next time I go live, Trevor. So the next time I go live, probably I'm pushing for it to be at least about 6 p.m. tomorrow. Next time I go live, I will have an answer for you because I will ask some prominent lawyers in New York. I will ask some folks about that. But look, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Be someone important, be yourself. And remember, elephants don't swat flies. And Jesus is the reason for every season and the occasion. On that note, DanaJay up out of here. You could have been with anybody in the world, but you chose to be with DanaJay. So check this out. Go get your DanaJay hood season. Go to Dana, DANAJJAY spices, SPICES at yahoo.com. Send me an email and what you want. I'm doing packages. I'm doing special deals just for y'all for the holidays. I'm looking forward to seeing all of y'all hit me up and say, I want that white dirt. I want that tropical. I want that Cajun. I want that seafood. I want that ooh child. Prima was just in here telling y'all that tropical hit different. But I came up with a clever creation that Prima gonna love. Watch. Also, I do have a DanaJay hotline. I don't know why I did that. I got a DanaJay Spices hotline. I don't know the number by heart, but the number is 943-244-0639. 943-244-0639. 943-244-0639. 943-244-0639. 943-244-0639. One more time. 943-244-0639. That's the DanaJay Spices hotline. Let's call in and say, Dana, I need that white dirt. The hotline number is open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. After 7 p.m., please don't call me talking about you need some spices. Don't call me 2 o'clock in the morning talking about, Dana, you up? I just want to get some spices. I'm going to hang up on you. On that note, I love every last one of y'all. I'm gone.
Girl, you can get it, and I'm the one who give it. So lay your body down, cause I'ma lay it down tonight. I wanna fill you with my love tonight. So let me put my love inside. Lay your body down, cause I'ma lay it down tonight. Passion like a fire, and I wanna put it out with my love, with my love. Whisper in your ear and let you know exactly what I'm thinking of, thinking of. Maybe I should just let you use your imagination. Your back tattoo is the roadmap to my destination. Ooh, girl, you can get it, and I'm the one who give it. So lay your body down, cause I'ma lay it down tonight. I wanna fill you with my love tonight. So let me put my love inside. Lay your body down, cause I'ma lay it down tonight. Girl, I'ma do it right, I'ma be here all night in your love, in your love. Until the moonlight turns to daylight and you see the sun coming up. Baby, let my love run wild through your imagination. Back tattoo is a roadmap to my destination. Oh yeah, girl, you can get it, baby, and I'm the one who give it. So lay your body down, cause I'ma lay it down tonight. Oh baby, with my love tonight. So let me put my love inside. Lay your body down, cause I'ma lay it down tonight. Assume the position, this is what you've been missing. Baby, I'm on a mission. I've got a vision for your body tonight. Assume the position, this is what you've been missing. Baby, I'm on a mission. I've got a vision for your body tonight. Oh, girl, you can get it.
Friendly reminder, I want you to stop worrying about who like your pictures, baby. They see you. They watching. You got your foot on their neck, baby. Big motion. And guess what? They gonna screenshot this and talk about you in the group chat, so you might as well go off. Ain't no tippy-toeing. Ain't no playing it small. Ain't no playing it safe, baby. You big pressure. Stand on that.
Come on. I'm live by the street code. Gotta get the money and the power, land it like a free throw. Now I'm going beast mode. Gotta live for the moment. I'ma tell you how the beat goes. I'm gonna shoot back. I'm really sick of you hoes. This how the story gon' go. Me and my niggas go hard. I run the streets like a god. Strap on my boots while I'm smoking that gas. I'm in a fast car going fast. On the level that you can't pass. And if it was a battle, you gon' finish last. On the phone as a queen, still handle her business. I am the grittiest. Don't get it twisted. Come down just to empty my clip. Come on, get what I want. If you got it, I get it. You bitches can't start what I finish. Never gon' lose. We stay winning. Hope on this is up in the